Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. This is the day after I did Trash It Tuesday. I guess it was the 2nd, January 2nd. So, but I had an idea, so I thought since we're using trash, I thought I'd keep in line with that. The only thing I'm going to do is use some William Morris papers, and I tried to get, things in common. Just give you a little glimpse of the few that I've printed. I mean, I have a lot, so I don't know where, I'd have to look them all up. But I think this overall will give us some color combining together to make this look nice. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I need to cover the back of this, and I need to cover, which is going to be our front, okay? So I'm afraid to move anything because I won't remember it goes back. I'll just sit over here because I'm not going to do the whole thing right now. I'm only going to show you what my thoughts were. Okay? So I have a bunch of envelopes that are coffee dyed. Not so much on some of them as others. And I may go get more envelopes that are a little bit more coffee dyed. So what I thought I would do with this one, I want to save the ones with, I want to use the ones with windows. Okay. So what I'm going to do is cut these apart like so. Just random. I probably could have torn them. That might look better. I wonder if I should have done that. Alright, I'm just going to go across this. I'm not sure exactly how I'm doing this, so that's why I'm just... But I do want to use the background coffee dye paper like this. And this is pretty dark, so I'm hoping everything that nothing will show through the background. I'll do a little bit of this. The only reason I do this is because when I ink it, it shows up. Although I'll just do this side. Didn't want to make it too confusing. Start, and then here, this is going to strengthen that little spine that we have on each side. Okay, I guess I'll rip this, maybe I'll rip more jaggedy. Okay, so then I'll take my glue stack and I'll stick this all down. Let's try and go kind of square up here. I think I'm gonna go, well, kind of like to leave that spine uncovered until I fold it, maybe. I don't know, it just depends. All right, so that piece, let me get another piece here. And then I don't care if we have these words and stuff. I don't know why I'm doing that. I can rip it. Okay. I'm not very good at collaging. I can't figure out where to put what where. Okay, I think I want to go above that a little bit so that it's... I think I'll put it, I guess it doesn't matter. I've done this hundreds of times and overlapped it and everything was great. So let me, this is nice because you won't be able to see through this one. if your backing is a little shiny, like your junk journal, this is kind of shiny, you can always, I think I'm just going to go over the center here. You can always sand it with like a little lightweight sandpaper, and that'll give it a little bit of grip. Okay. All right, so let me do this one more background piece. This is not going to even show up, so there's, whoops, let's see, that one's going to be, I don't know how people can tear with their hands, because I get the same shape, like this, waves or something. I just want to put another piece up here. Okay. Now, so on this part where we have, and some of this is going to have pockets and things like that, so it doesn't really matter. But on this part here, I'm going to get my scraps and cover them. I don't know, this piece, I guess it'll go with the journal. So, well, let me see. I want everything to have somewhat of a raggedy edge. This is faster. Now I probably got it too short. Yeah. Okay, let's just cover this one then. Yeah, let's do it this way. And I can just... Okay, so that's covered, so nothing will show there. I'm going to find another scrap that I don't cut off and let's see. Getting this all sticky over here, but I'm going to cover it anyway. I hope everybody can see. I hope everybody's doing well. I think this is fun. I just love doing Trash Tuesdays. Okay, so there is the way I'm going to cover the inside. Okay, so whatever I cover it with, I'm going to look for some more better coffee dyed. I just grabbed these out of my box real quick. And so then, after we get all that done, we'll go through and do some brushing like this, which gives us our collage stuff shows up that way. Okay, now let's do the back. So, actually this is the front, I'm sorry. This is the inside, and we're going to use, I'm going to let this dry really well. We're going to cover any black spots that are on the envelope, or whatever color they are. Okay, on this side, this is a pretty big one here. I'm going to use the windows. Okay. Now I have two choices here. I can find an image that will fit in this window before I lay it down, and glue it on, and then pick wherever I want this to cover. So let's see, what's the best thing to do for that? Because this too small, but you see what I'm getting at? We'll have a window, different places. So I think what I'll do, I feel like I need to cover all of this with something and then lay down. Let me find it. I got a bunch of flowers sitting out here. That's a pocket. Trying to still reorganize. All right, so let's say we have that, and then we have this over it. But I'm still going to have, you know, that background, so because I'm never going to find things to fit this perfectly. But in some cases, there's another window here, and I still have some color showing through from the background. So I will have to cover this background, but you get what I'm doing. And I don't know how it's going to come out. I don't know if it's going to look okay. You know, I could just put book page behind it. I think that would look good. And then put the windows over it. And then we'll cover this part, or rip it off if we don't need it that big. Okay? So I just wanted to give you that little bit of info before I start covering everything. And that way you'll have an idea of what I did, because otherwise I won't be able to explain it to you because it'll all be done. Whoops. Yeah, I think that's going to be cool. I think I will cover it with book page on the other side, because that will blend in with everything that we put. Okie doke. All right, so I'm going to come back and finish this video in a few minutes maybe. Alrighty, bye. Okay, I'm back for a few minutes here. I wanted to stop and what I was doing and try to share with you what I'm going to do. So if you remember, I said I was going to take the windows from the envelopes and I was going to put them on this cover, the front and the back and the middle, whatever. So I have this much here that I've kind of just lined it up to fit. And then in here, I've got these that kind of fit in this area. Okay. And then on the back, I'm thinking maybe just one large envelope here. Okay, so what I wanted to do then is pick out flowers. I don't know which way I had it, but I'll figure it out. And then this is the inside. I'm not thrilled with it, but I do know that a lot of it's going to be covered. It got pretty thick in this one here. So when you do it, just try to limit the amount that you put in the creases. I couldn't even hardly find the creases, so you might want to figure it out before you start covering everything, and then you go, where's the creases? But anyway, that's what I'm going to do there. Now, I'm not going to cover the artwork. I'm not going to put that in a picture frame. Let's see, was this... Now, see, I don't know what I did. Okay, I think. Okay, that was there. Okay, so what I want to do is I have a stack of these flowers that I've had for a long time, and they're all loose, and I'm changing all these to go into my book with the photo pages. I think I've shown you before. So I thought I would look through this and see just what kind of goes with this grouping. Obviously, pink is not a color that I want to put. I could do white. We could do like solid green. There's another white. And this blue might work. Another white. This yellow definitely would work. Another white, another little blue. I've had these so long. It was like one of my first fussy cut. I think it's Botanicals by Junk by Steph. That one, we already have that one. All right. So that one might look good. But see, I might not have a frame big enough to put them in. And I've been wanting to use this darn pink one forever, and I can never find a place for it. All right, that one might work. And I don't know, that might be a good shape. Okay, so those aren't usable. Let me see what else. I have so many whites because probably haven't used them. Now we know pink is not. Yeah. There's some more blues. I really love the blue, but I think they're all too big. And I don't really want to go print more. That's really pretty. I guess this is spring looking. That's Tim Holtz. But I don't think I want that. Save these for another time. Let's see, pink. Too pink. Okay. So those weren't good. This is not cut out. It's real heavy anyways. And then I have just plain leaves, but I don't want plain leaves. I don't think. That's on sticker paper anyway. It wouldn't even show. I'll keep that white one. And these go out. These were cut off, so I was going to use them for pockets. Okay. I'm going to get my other book here. Oh my gosh, it's getting so heavy. I can't even fit it on the table. I got so much stuff, and I just have to keep getting more. Okay, I want just maybe something yellow. This one, yellowish. This is this one would not show through because it's vellum. I don't know if you can see these or not. Oh, that's vellum too. Let me get this one. This is just, you can buy these sticky notepad. I don't know if you can see it. I don't know if you remember if I showed it or not. But this is sticky, and this, you know, you put your photos in there and then close it, and you can get them out again. Well, I decided to put my die cuts on them. Not die cuts, but my fussy cuts in this. And then try to put them, organize them. But I never organize them because I don't think I want to use die cuts. I don't know. I may have to come back in here and look. Kind of like this one here. I don't know, maybe that's too, you see, that looks so nice with that color paper, but these aren't going to go on this paper, so I just want to get stuff that relates to the colors. Get this blue, and that should be plenty. And I turn the page, and that way I can find one more. Okay, so yeah, the rest, I don't need the rest. And now I'm doing my flat stencil, flat what do you call them? Stamps. And so what I've done, instead of using the stick-on, because it doesn't work very well, I got some heavy acetate plastic, and they're stuck onto this, and then I put them in a sleeve, a plastic sleeve. And I've got to figure out exactly how to do this, because there's a way to do it right. I just haven't figured it out yet. Okay. Move this out of the way. Alrighty. So, now that we've got flowers, I'm not going to do this on camera. I'm going to do it off camera. I just wanted to share this part with you in case you wouldn't understand what my thoughts were. Okay. So those are my papers. And so then these here, I'm going to ink these up. I'm not sure how, but, and then, oops, I thought I had one that was a flower. Well, let's just try this white one. So, and that's a little tall, but that's okay. We can always, I can cut these off. See, that whole flower is in there. So I could just glue that on. I don't know if I want to ink it or not. Just maybe a little bit. Let me just try one and see. So I decided it was best to, let me see, I think I need a little bit of, where's my brush? A little bit of ink around that. Yeah, so I think it's best to kind of organize your window envelopes and see kind of what you want. I think what I'll do is put a little glue on this one right here so I can, whoops, I didn't want to do it that way. What was I thinking? I just want to put it right here so this flower will stay with that for the time being. Then I can arrange them the way I want, because this one I think actually goes under. This one goes under this, and this comes over like that. Now, if I have to leave something like that, I can always put a piece of scrap paper there. I pulled out some of this scrap paper. Let me just kind of see if that would work. Just to cover up that black right there. Yeah, that would work. So, you know, if you can't hide something, you can always touch it with a piece of paper and put it there. All right. So, let me see. Maybe I can find a flower for here. Okay, so now we kind of have a white one and a yellow one. So over here, this is a long, skinny one. And I think, like if the flower's too big, I will just try to get like the half of it in. instead of cutting it off on both sides. I think it looks better if it looks like it's coming out of the side. But I kind of wanted blue. Let's see. Oh, here's some. Too bad. I probably used all the sizes that I really like. Doesn't show much of the flower itself. Too small. Okay. Well, I think that's going to have to do, because like I said, I don't want to go cut. I don't want to go print. Yeah, it's too small. I'd rather have it too big. And then we'll just cut it off. So I'm going to decide, like, coming out this side or this side. Oh, that's better. Yep. I think that one's okay because it's not really cutting off that much of that. All right, I'm just gonna put a dot here and here. Okay. And I think I like this yellow behind here. It fits it pretty perfectly. Could almost put two in that. Yeah, I like that. That fills up the windows completely. Okay, so anyway, I'll get that all glued, trimmed up, whatever I have to do to make it all work. And then I'll be back and we'll get some more done, okay? Hello everyone, I'm back. I went ahead and finished up this little notebook that we made for the inside here. And I was gonna cover this, but I think I'm gonna glue this down to this center part. Now, I have this, and my question was or my decision making is to put it to the inside and let it flip up that way, or if I do it to the outside, because it fits, I think, let me check, then I've got this back here, and yeah, I don't like that. I mean, I can cut that shorter. Okay. Hold on here 1 second. I put it to the inside. I have to cover this. And this is going to have a pocket, but I think what I'm going to put up there is envelopes. I was wondering, oh darn, it's too big. I thought it would just be nice to have an envelope up here. That way, whatever you put in it does not fall out. But what I could do is make it a hinged. Something like, whoops, this. I mean, that would give us enough room to put something in that. I have another one. What'd I do with it? I forgot it. Probably in the other room. Oh, here it is. Whoop, gosh. I hope you guys can see me because I had a hard time getting my camera figured out today. Yeah, so I got this one yesterday. Oops. And they didn't send me a card in it. That's not right. that I'm going to use it, but I may have needed it. This is stuck a little different too. Come on. Let's see which part is stuck. Okay, that's fixable. So I could do a flip and a flip. Then when you open it, you would have two flips, right? This is gonna get heavy duty. And then probably need a closure to keep this from flipping open. You could do them like that. I kind of like that. Okay, so that's the thought for this section. Okay, and that's going to be like that. And I think that'll work now that I've got clips in the way. And then this part, we will just cover this part. And maybe I can put something like that right there. Or like this. Something can show through. Oh. Okay, I'll figure it out. But let's move on to, and I don't even know how long my videos were that I've already done. Because I was working on, well, let me show you that. I was working on the cover, and remember I told you I was going to put the flowers down and then put the window over the top, which is what I did. Now right here, I didn't like the color that I had laid between those two because it was just didn't look right. So I thought I would just stick this on there. I kind of like that. Let's do that while I have it in hand. So I hope everybody's doing well. I mean, this is almost, I don't know, 4 or 5 days later when I got around to getting back to this. But then I was fighting, well, I'm not fighting with YouTube, but I kept thinking, you know, I'm not getting paid. And I'm thinking I should get paid something eventually. I did get paid once. I was going to put this little butterfly somewhere. And, you know I had to wait a while for that because I didn't have as many subscribers. I didn't, you know, all that stuff that you're supposed to have. And so I went to Google app thing for YouTube, or for AdSense. It's AdSense that is where you get paid from. And it said in the last time I was paid was in July last year. And I'm like, well, I still should have some record of, did I make 5 cents? Did I make 25 cents? Whatever the case may be. And I'm going to just stick this up here because I needed a little something in that corner. And so I tried and tried and tried to figure out what was going on, but you know, I don't understand a lot of their lingo. They had me going to the developer, which is Google, I guess, because I wasn't, I don't know. What was that they told me? I wasn't, my credentials weren't correct. I don't know how to change them. Okay, So I could put a word right here. That would be cute. We could do more of that. But anyway, I think that turned out, and I sewed around all of it. Then on the inside, I'm not, like I said, crazy about the way it worked out in here, so I thought I might have two choices: stamp, stencil and stamp. But I guess I'll just have to wait and see what I think. Then on this page, I did this going a vertical and two this way. Now I haven't added any little embellishments. That's pretty white. I don't know if I need to or not, because it is not as the other one had more openings, more gaps. Oh, I've got so many boxes of little things. Well, that might be cute up there. You know, it just gets bulkier and bulkier the more you put. I like that. It's just plain. I wonder if I want this over here. I think a couple of that, two things there is good. Let's see if I can write this a little. So I in comments from the last video, quite a few of you said you would be following along, that you got a lot of these little folio thingies in the mail, and gosh, you know, you kind of hate to waste them, and you hate to, I mean, I prefer to have it already pre-made than to have to take a file folder and all that kind of stuff. I had a book page sitting here, but it's not. I'm all thumbs today. My ink is already dried out. It's kind of cold today. I think it's like in the 40s. For a lot of people, that's not cold at all. My sister in Michigan would say, "Oh, that's a nice day." Yep. Okay, so that's good. And then I'm going to take my blue glue stick, and I'm just going to go across here. That up there. Okay. So much fun to decorate, isn't it? All right, this I'm gonna ink. I'm gonna ink on it. And then I think I'll put it right there. I'm not going to ink around it. I think that would really be a lot. Okay. So I think I'm liking this page now. And like I said, and here stamping. Then on the back page, I put the big window, and this flower in there, and then I just put like a little collage right there. And I probably could put something up here. Let's see. Whatever it is, it would be, I guess, a lace. Let's see which pieces. Yeah, I kind of like that, just simple. This one. Actually, I think I like that better because it looks more closer to the other colors. Okay. This is the back. But I like it. I like the way this flower looks. It's a smaller flower. This one is a little flatter. It's kind of lopsided. I think that is better. Okay, let me get some scissors. I'm going to cut this down. Do I want to put that down there? Yeah. All right. Glue again here. Glue crazy. Good thing it dries clear. And I'll check that before we're done and make sure that it's, well, see, a button or something would be cute in that. Because it's sort of empty right there. Okay. Let's move on. All right, that is done. Okay, so let's see. I kind of wanted to attach everything. I'm probably going way over time. I think we were going to make this a pocket right here. Yes. And then we were going to have a flip here. So this is all going to take some time. Let me get a paper clip. Something to... Okay. So what I'm going to do is work on this one a little bit, and then I think... Oh, I know, I need to clip the corners. I don't know which size I used. I guess it's that size. I feel like this needs to be trimmed a little bit. I think it'll look better with the rounded corners. I don't round corners very often, but see a piece of paper in there, but all right, so that's good. Whoops, I was going to ink it with my glue. That won't work. I'm sure you didn't want to watch me ink all this, but it's kind of necessary before I can glue it down. All the videos I did for this, see there's some blue up there I don't like. I have to come in and trim that. I did all the videos for this, well, two before this part. Then I'm going to join them all together. And I deleted them all. Fortunately, I was able to recover them. I'm like, how could I do that? But see, if I leave it in the camera, then I run out of memory. And so I don't, want to run out of memory. We'll probably do something to this. I'm just not sure what. All right, now, if I put this back in there, then I'm going to have to cover this part. You see what I'm saying? We have to, I guess I could cover the back of this page. I think I'm just gonna cut this I'm sorry, because I feel like I'm not gonna like it. I want to make sure that I have plenty of room in the folds too. I think I will have to glue page behind this. Okay. All right, so I was gonna cut this off here, but I kind of think if I leave it on there, it's gonna have a little bit more strength to hold this whole flap by the time I get stuff on it. So I'm gonna glue this down, and then I'll just work with it. Okay, there's my line and my line. I feel like I really should trim this down because I don't want it. I'm just gonna trim it a little bit. There, I'm okay on that edge and this edge, and okay. I'm sorry, you guys. I just, I'm thinking about how to do this as I go because it's not something I planned, which I never plan anyway. But I think I need to cover this first. and this. Then glue it down. Do I? I need to cut this end off a little. That's probably what I'm having a problem with. Okay. Oh, I was thinking I would sew around it. That's what I was thinking. So if I cover it, and I've already glued it down and cover it, I'm going to have to sew. I wouldn't be able to sew it. So that's kind of what I want to do then. Let me stick these back on here. And this one, I know I kind of didn't get that much done, but I hope there's enough to call it a video. At least I got this, and this we can decorate with something. I'm not sure what we're gonna put on it, but that's it for today. I'm just gonna call it a day because it just is gonna take time to cover these. So I will probably cover with, you know, one of our papers from William Morris on the front. Yeah, I mean, that's gonna look pretty. Just make sure that everything is not in the same spot. Okay, so I'll try to get everything covered by next week. Then we can work on pockets and tags and that kind of thing. Okay, so thanks for watching. I'll see you on next Tuesday, and don't forget to make a comment, because if you do, you go into the drawing, and the drawing will be for this and however far I get. If I don't get it all done, then it'll be there for you guys to finish up. Okay, so thank you. Bye.